Hey, I want to talk about something really quickly. I'm going to tell you something. I want to talk about something that's not so important that really has the world distracted when it's not going to do any good. And it's this thing with right now, what's going on for those people. It's only a few real people here. There really are no people. I saw that like maybe a couple of months ago. I don't keep up with the time frames. I just know it was this year. And I saw like you look at the People magazine and you see how the word people looks on People magazine like on the cover of it. But I saw the letters were like everything was removed. Like if you like everything was removed. Like the people was just like faded. Like the word people, you see the word people on People magazine. But then I saw a vision of the word people fading, like it completely faded. They let me know there are no people around anymore. It might be few, but there are no people around anymore. So what we see is basically on autopilot. It's everything on autopilot. And that's why like most of my messages tend to be like this. Most of them were like that on my Journey into Highest Potential channel. I'm still not able to upload it. I tried yesterday. I tried to do testing. I still cannot upload to that channel. It strikes on that channel. I don't know who keeps striking it if they're trying to take that channel down. But see, I'm at the point where I don't feel, and I'm gonna get to the point because I don't really. I don't care about that because I know I don't belong in this world because this world ain't real. So I'm not gonna worry about what people who want to take this world seriously. I'm not gonna worry about the things they try to do. I am gonna make sure their actions reflect right back to them. I am gonna make sure of that. But as far as whatever happens, I'm not gonna care about things that in a world that's not even real. They can take it real. They can take it for real all they want to. They can take this world seriously all they want to and keep worrying about other people and keep focusing on the other people all they want to. But I have no sympathy for a person that does that. I just don't because if you got that much time to spend on somebody else, I'm like, here's the thing. I don't do this stuff, but I almost can overstand that movie Saw with that character called Jigsaw. I can almost overstand that movie Saw because people, it got to be something else better to do in their life. It got to be something else for them to focus on than to worry about trying to keep me from uploading to that channel. That channel don't even have 800 subscribers, but they are so concerned about it. They're not concerned. Well, I don't know who's concerned. I didn't take time to find out who was behind it. I could. I'm not going to take the time because it don't even matter. It doesn't even matter because some of the information that comes to help me, I just share it with other folks. Now, somebody want to block that channel and keep me from sharing with other people, then they are affecting other folks who might benefit from whatever I have to say. That's not a channel that I get money on. I don't have even 800 subscribers. Okay, so you know, but I was going to shut over here. So I want to talk briefly about this though. And I want to talk about how it's ego. The ego is the problem. And I'm talking about with a lot of, everybody, I think a lot of people know this by now, but with a lot of ladies, okay, in the black community. Ego is the problem. This is why it doesn't do any good to keep staying upset with the males and what they do and the things they say online and the stuff they don't get they don't understand that it takes two to make a baby and they don't seem to get it and they don't care and I don't get mad at them anymore because the women have big egos. I was listening to a great example is I was listening to Steve Harvey talk to Keke Palmer. Somebody played the clip of Stevie what's his name, Steve Harvey, speaking to Keke Palmer and giving her advice on how to choose somebody who is good for her. I think as far as goals are concerned, not when it comes to whoever's right for you, that's up to your soul to decide. It's up to this, but other than that, Steve was giving her advice on choosing somebody who have a plan in life. I don't know if he bought up the term billionaire, but Keke seemed to she seemed to stay stuck on this term billionaire. She said just because he a billionaire don't mean he a good man. And Steve Harvey was like, well, he don't have to be a billionaire. Steve Harvey was like, hell, I'm not a billionaire. And by the way, I don't know anything in Steve Harvey's personal business. So if somebody have anything against him, I'm not really defending him. I don't know his personal life. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm just like going off this clip I saw and what was said to her, and he looked like he was almost giving her fatherly advice. That's what it looked like on the clip. Now I'm not into whatever's going on with Steve Harvey, but this right here, this clip looked like he was trying to give her a little bit of fatherly advice, a little bit. That's just what it sounded like on the clip. Okay, and so Steve Harvey was talking about, well, hell, he don't have to be a millionaire. I mean, Steve Harvey said, well, heck, he don't have to be a billionaire. He said, heck, I'm not even a billionaire. So Steve Harvey wasn't really saying he got to be a billionaire because he's not a billionaire himself. So he wasn't really saying the person has to be a billionaire, but he was saying the man needs to have a plan. He don't need to just be living off of you and living off of your hard work and all the plans that you put together that you plan ahead for yourself, and he lives off of everything, your strategies and everything you've done for yourself. He lives off of it because he don't have a plan. That is what Steve Harvey sound like he was trying to say to Keke Palmer. And it was almost like she was trying not to get it. Because when Steve Harvey said, well, it's not about a billionaire because I'm not a billionaire, that's what he said. I think at that point, we knew it wasn't just about somebody she needed to be with a billionaire. We knew it wasn't about that, but she wanted to stay stuck on the billionaire part. And she was like, well, I know some billionaires. I've dated billionaires who were terrible. I've dated billionaires who were no good. So she didn't want to get past that. She didn't want to get past it. And I think she purposely did not want to get past that. Because I felt like it struck a nerve in her also, because I guess I don't keep up with a lot of this stuff, but I guess something went around about her being at an Usher concert and something that her somebody that she's with. I don't even think he's her fiance, even though he says she's his wife. I don't believe they're married. Something about he posted because he didn't like her outfit or whatever. So I feel like maybe she was being a little defensive because it struck a nerve, because she knew the guy that she is dealing with was not right for her, and she knew the guy that she was dealing with was most likely using her. She probably knew that, and it struck a nerve. But the point is, what I'm saying is, the ego is the problem. It's not that they don't know. It's you got to get past the ego, and they have to be willing to get the ego out the way to see the bigger picture. They have to be willing to do that. You can't keep telling them. You can't keep telling people over and over and over again. They have to be willing to move their ego out the way to see the bigger picture. But I want to say this though. At this point in time, some of us, I'm going to say some of us because I'm not sure who's real and who's not. Some of us don't need to be worried about any kind of relationships at this point. Some of us, we need to go on and be concerned with getting ourselves right and going to where we're supposed to be going. I'm talking about spiritually. There's nothing left here. This is autopilot. This is autopilot. Okay? So me personally, I'm not concerned about who I'm going to marry, who I'm going to be with, when I know my real world exists somewhere else. I'm not going to, why would I take a risk of trying to date and be in a relationship and be in love in a world that's false, and you sacrifice a chance of a true ascension, of getting out, because you want to be in love, and they hold you back. They hold you back. You got to wait another 26,000 years or whatever, how many years. I don't keep up whatever years they're trying to say it is, because whatever they allow to be said publicly most likely probably ain't going to be true. You almost got to understand codes with them. Okay? But basically, around this time, it's not a great idea to be focused on love and relationship, especially not having no baby. It's not a good idea to be focused on that. Not for some of us. Some people ain't real and some people are. Some people are just programs in our imaginations that might not be real. And a lot of celebrities are not real people. So I don't really stay too. That's why I don't get too much into them. But yeah, on the relationship parts and stuff like that, it's really best. This is the last chance for those who are supposed to be getting out. This is the last chance, and you're gonna have to wait another tens of thousands of years before this moment comes around again. This is the chance to just work. Just this is the chance to get in spiritual divine alignment, to be in a position to ascend when it's time to go on to get out. I done said something happened in 2021 where there could have been a disaster. And that's the reason why maybe I saw that People magazine and it said there are no people. I know this is sound crazy, and I said this on my Journey to Highest Potential channel. Everybody pretty much died in 2021. I don't know about all over the world, but definitely United States of America. I don't know about all over the world, but definitely United States of America. Something happened. When I decide to look a little further into that, I'm going to get the information. But right now, I'm not trying to look too far into that because I already know something happened where everybody was killed. But people's minds haven't caught up to the fact that something happened in 2021. Okay? So there are no people left because everybody was killed in 2021. Everybody was killed. Okay? You almost have to be a little higher in consciousness to even know something happened. If you're not higher in consciousness to know something happened, whatever happened in 2021 could have got you. And the reason I know something happened in 2021 is because it was in February, the middle of February, when I was rising. Okay, when I was rising. Okay, well, in other words, it's waking up, but rising. And I still happen to see a vision of this New Year's, it's like New Year's Eve balloons, like you have a New Year's Eve party about to celebrate New Year's Day. But I saw balloons in gold, and it showed 2021, and I saw it like 2 or 3 times. 2021, telling me that I am still in 2021. Something happened in 2021 where you think it's 2023, but you haven't moved past 2021 because something happened in 2021. I thought that was just for me, and then I realized it wasn't when I heard somebody else bring it up on that page, talking about a time loop and all that stuff, and she said we haven't moved past 2021. Okay. Then I saw the People magazine, and I saw the letters on the People magazine on the cover, and then I saw all the letters fade away. When you see the word people on People magazine, the letters start to fade away. Something happened in 2021 that where everybody just died. Everybody died. This is gonna be the end. This is it. Whoever's supposed to rise up is going to have to just focus on rising up. Okay? And the ones who are not, I don't know what's going to happen, because I think they're going into like more of a, not just a machine world, because we've been in the machine world. They're going into 100% AI. They're going into 100% AI. I already had that experience already. I already had that fight. They're going into 100% AI. So people who are not really raised up in consciousness, and plus what happened in 2021, if they don't raise up by a certain time, then everything is going to be completely AI, including the people. Everybody's going to be AI. I don't care who appears human. I don't care if it's Keke Palmer. I don't care if it's Steve Harvey. I don't care who it is. Everybody is going to be AI. Okay, everybody. And you have to question who these celebrities are anyway. I just can't stay on them. But for the most part, everybody's going to be completely AI. Okay? So yeah, that's it, and I'll talk later.